What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to the next episode in this Titan Push series. For the first raid, we found our first dead base in the Titan League. So for this one, we're coming in behind the air sweepers because we don't have to worry about the Infernos or the Expos. Nothing in the clan castle on this one, but don't let that fool you guys. Sometimes people leave gravestones lying about, sometimes they leave their clan in order to try and trick you to thinking that there's nothing in there, because that can seriously mess up your raid. Heading back to this one, we don't really have to worry too much. I've already got a massive balloons over the core there, just taking it out. I'm already at 46%, so I decided I might as well take out the town hall in style. Wait for it. Balloons are heading over there, they're going to take out that Expo, and you'll notice that that air sweeper is targeting them on the other side. So let's use that to our advantage. Balloons are heading over to the Inferno, the Queen starts shooting them down, that's providing damage. They go to take out the Inferno, but the air sweeper pushes them back and the bombs land direct on the town hall. What a victory, 61%, and we've already got the 2-star. So we could end it there, but you will see them elixir collectors at the top there with my name written on them. So we'll take that extra 200,000. This base wasn't worth a load of trophies, but my troops were ready in the background and it was a dead base, so an easy one to take the 4 trophies. Okay, so moving on to the next one. Once you find a raid up here that is worth a lot of trophies, you have to attack it no matter what. And looking at this base, it's an anti-2-star base. I was considering it just because I thought I might be able to get the double Inferno freeze there, but I decided to play it safe and come from the bottom because at least I knew I had the victory at that point. So the Lava Hounds have obviously came in first, and I've used the Rage on this one purely just to speed the balloons up. There was no defenses there, but I wanted to get the balloons right in there over the main area whilst the Lava Hounds were still taking damage. And you'll see that I didn't get the double Inferno freeze there. Normally if they are exactly level either side of the town hall, you will be able to get it. So at this point, because we've came in from the bottom, we have already just picked up the 1-star there, so at least we know we're not losing, and the plan is maybe the Queen can get her royal cloak to nab the town hall. And I do understand that that is kind of the theory behind the design of this base, that they give away the 1-star to try and protect against the 2-star. But when this guy is worth so many trophies, you have to try and just ensure that you're at least getting the win. And I didn't feel comfortable coming with my army from the top. So you'll see I'll speed this up here as the King and Queen start coming through the wall. And he has his King and Queen placed very well here, because you'll notice that as we get through the wall, obviously the balloon comes out. There's only one of them, so it's not that big of a threat. But the King, who is supposed to be providing cover fire from all the defences, gets hung up on his King and Queen, and then it leaves my Queen completely exposed and she has absolutely no chance of getting the town hall. So great placement of his heroes, and I guess this means that everybody's happy. He only had the 1-star against him and at least I got the victory. I guess it just depends on your playstyle. Some people would push for the 2-star, but I like to play it safe more and ensure that I'm always getting the victory. And then if I can, make a push for the town hall. So we got 9 trophies out of that one, and this raid brings us McLovin. First thing that you'll notice about this base is that the air defense are quite close to the edge. That's to try and defend against Lava Lunion, so then my Lava Hounds are going to push all the way to the other air defense once they're down, leaving my balloons exposed. But we don't care about that, we're just going to push in anyway and wreck this guy's base. So I froze the single Inferno there just to try and keep my Lava Hounds alive initially, and then my second freeze I will try and get the multi-Inferno. That was quite a fail there, but I did get the air sweeper. But looking at this now, I've got plenty of balloons over the core and I'm already at 48%, whoop, 50%, there we go, there's the victory. So that's what I was talking about. I like to get the victory and then I can try and make a push for the town hall with my heroes. First thing I noticed is that elixir storage is going to attract my King towards it, so I tried to take it out. Popping him in first, he's going to start hitting that wall, and you'll notice that dreaded Lava Hound going across. He's not going to do any damage to the King, so my thoughts were at this point, I'll just let that Lava Hound breathe down on the King, doing no damage, but he's going to distract it. I can then put the Queen in once he's took that elixir storage down, and I can Royal Cloak her to take the town hall. So the King's going down, he's going to get that elixir storage. Once that's gone, the Queen's coming in, she's going to target the clan castle and then go for the town hall. Does work out on this one. However, you do have to be careful on where the queen is going to go, because if that lava hound had come over to her any sooner and burst, she could have then had a bit of an issue going for the lava pups and not got the town hall. So just weigh up whether it's best to keep it distracted or take it out at the side. Only gained 5 trophies from that one, but I did want to take McLovin down. Next raid brings us another max base, and I brought you this one because it's quite an interesting setup. I came from the bottom right purely because the air sweepers were both pointed towards the left. However, I would have liked to have came from that side because the air defences are a bit closer together. That means that you have more cover fire over your balloons from the lava hounds, and I normally do like to attack the single target in Inferno first, because if you then make a push for the town hall with your heroes, you have a better chance if it's a multi that's on your heroes. So heading back to this one, we're already over 40% and we've still got plenty of troops up, so we know we're going to be quite safe on this one. You'll see that the defending lava hound burst there and distracted a lot of my minions, and we end up with 46%. And I must admit, at this point it was quite difficult to work out whether I wanted to go for the 2-star or not. You'll see that if I put my king in, he's going to go towards them storages, which are high HP buildings. He's then going to get attacked by the other king, and I just decided against it. I just thought I'd play it safe and come in from the opposite side to make sure I got that 50%. What I would normally do in this situation is put the king in, let him go towards the storages and see if he could get an extra 1 or 2%, get them down, and then put the queen in. Decided against it on this one, but I still got 9 trophies. So moving on to the last raid, it's one of them that tries to squash all the defences into the middle. Can sometimes overwhelm your troops if you're not careful, but they're normally pretty good for picking up the 50% on the opposite side. So I'm attacking from the top to try and avoid the air sweepers as best I can, which I always do, and the freeze comes down on the multi-inferno. Rage spells are a standard setup, one rage either side to get the side balloons and then another one in the middle as they clump together, and I'm just going to keep freezing the multi-inferno. Looking at this now, we're already at 50%, so it's just deciding where we're going to come at with the heroes. So as per the tip I gave you in a previous video, if you spread your balloons out at the side and put the clan castle balloons in the middle, it's quite a good idea then to put your heroes in where the clan castle was, because that generally is the centre of your path down to the town hall. You'll see a prime example of it there. The king's even hiding behind the clan castle badge. And you'll notice a similar situation here to one of the previous raids where the lava hound comes out to the side. On this one, again, I let the king just take the damage. However, I will let you know that following this raid, so long as I have the 50%, I now put the queen in right now to take out the lava hound. Once it bursts, I'll put the poison spell in to take the pups out, so that the king can continue to get through the wall and the queen can follow behind. Because as you'll see in a second, the queen ends up getting stuck on the lava hound in the middle of the base, and she doesn't even go for the town hall. However, I probably wouldn't do this if I didn't have the 50%, because if I get the king and queen in there and then there's a bunch of skeleton traps pops in the middle, I then might be stuck because I've already used my poison spell. If I didn't have the 50%, as long as I had the king in there, I could always put the queen at the side to pick up the 50 in the victory. You'll see that it did work out in this one, but it was actually the barbarians from the king's iron fist which took out the town hall. Heading back to base, we are taking some bigger hits on defense now, but let's not let that stop us. We finished this episode on 4,365 trophies. So last episode we were 6,400. This time we move up to just about 6,000th, and on the Great Britain leaderboard we have moved up to 139th. Went past it there, 139th, so we're getting there, guys. Let's make sure we hit that target of top 100. Thank you for the support. As ever, like, comment and subscribe, all that good stuff. This has been Judo Sloth, and until next time, peace out. Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.